everyone out there in the world of YouTube. So I have not done a video in a while, and a lot of you have been asking, where are you and will you do a video? I apologize. A few things have been happening in my life. I got a new job at work, and right before I started that new job, I went to Hawaii with my husband for 2 weeks. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you saw all my food posts in Hawaii and all of that. And then last week when I came home was my first week at my new job, so just a little overwhelming. And believe it or not, it actually takes a lot of energy to do these videos. Today I don't feel well, I feel under the weather, and that's why I have no makeup and I'm in a tank top. So I apologize, but I thought I would get a short video out there for you guys. And and next week, hopefully we can do a bigger one so you can learn a little bit more. But I wanted to do a video just on my bean burritos. I came up with this idea about 2 years ago. I was in love with the Taco Bell bean burritos, and I think those are like 8 or 9 points per burrito, so that's crazy. And I used to eat these before freestyle came into play, and now that freestyle is here, they're even less points, which is awesome. A lot of you really like these. I've shown them in previous videos, but not a video in itself. So I figured I would talk a little bit about it, and I hope that this can be somewhat helpful to some of you. It's pretty life-changing for me. You can eat these burritos for breakfast, lunch. You can pair them with a salad. You can eat them for a snack. I usually eat them as a snack because they're so filling. So let me know what you think and if you have any other ideas. And before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to really thank all of you for watching and commenting, and I try to get back to most of you. I haven't responded to comments in about 3 weeks. Had to kind of make some things a priority, like relaxation. Look at this hair I got going on here. We'll just leave it hanging out like this. Anyway, really, thank you so much. I love Weight Watchers. I love doing this. If I can share anything with you guys, then I'm happy to do so. Again, this is real life. I like to keep it real. Someone made a comment and said that it's like you're hanging out with me, and that's what I want. I want to make you feel like you're in my home and you're with me doing this. So I'm not one of those people who do a video every day and spend my life on YouTube. I wish I could be, but like I said, it takes a lot of energy, and I have to do the video, and then it takes about a whole day just to upload the thing. I'm sure there's all this crazy technology out there, but anyway, we'll still keep it low key. Do you like my pineapple tank top from Hawaii? It's the pineapple mono wheat from the Maui Brewing Company. We went to Maui. Okay. It was beautiful. So one burrito, I'm gonna show you my original recipe and then a few things that you can add to it. These are your golden ticket. So a lot of you have asked where I get these tortillas. They are really hard to come by. I used to get them at my Walmart, and then my Walmart stopped carrying them, and I could find them at my Smith's. Excuse me, they are so hard to come by that I actually stock up on them. And I even ran out one time. I had to buy them on Amazon. They are life-changing. I eat these tortillas for everything because they're only 1 point and they taste so good. They're soft, pliable. You don't have to heat the burritos up if you don't want to. When I was in Hawaii, I brought these burritos with me. Yes, I brought tortillas with me. And I made my husband and I bean burritos, and we didn't heat them up. We ate them for lunch. So they're all around amazing. So this is the Olay brand. Now you have to be really careful because there's the Olay brand, but it's not, it looks like extreme wellness, but then it's not this high fiber, low carb thing. It's like some other type of tortilla, and that's even more points though. All right, so this is your key. So I don't know where you live, so asking me where I get these doesn't really help. You gotta do your research. You gotta look up where to get them. But that's where I get them. If not, Amazon is always your friend. So I start with a tortilla. Let me do the ingredients first. Tortillas, 1 point each. This burrito, that's my classic burrito, we'll call it, is a 1 point burrito. So I do 1 tortilla. I get the no fat traditional beans. This is just the brand that I bought this time because I'm doing a big can. No fat, fat-free refried beans are 0 points now on Weight Watchers. I buy Taco Bell, yes, hot sauce. They also have the Taco Bell mild sauce. All the other different sauces Taco Bell has, they have them. I buy it, I find this at Safeway and at Smith's. I believe Walmart started carrying it too. But anyway, just look in your hot sauce section and get Taco Bell. Makes it taste like a Taco Bell burrito, okay? And then also in my classic bean burrito, I kind of varied the cheeses. I love all cheese, so really it doesn't matter to me. My favorite is with the fat-free cheddar. It actually melts pretty nicely. I also use the fat-free mozzarella. I do just a little bit on each burrito and doesn't add up to 1 point. I can even mix them. I'll probably mix them this time. All right, so that is in my classic bean burrito. Tortilla, sauce, beans, cheese. Done. I'm going to show you how to make them. In addition to these, some other ideas for you that have been shared that you can kind of mix and match. So my boss actually eats these, and she buys the fat-free refried beans that have the diced chilies in them. Another friend that started making these, he buys the fat-free refried beans that has the, it's like salsa verde, I think, something in them. So there's different flavors. So if you look, they're still fat-free, there's different flavors. Lester, you can't go outside right now. We're making a video. Yes, we're making a video. We are. He never can make up his mind. He wants to go outside, and then he comes back in, and then he asks to go outside. I can't leave the door open because it's really windy today. Okay, also, Weight Watchers just invented these new amazing sauces. The hollandaise sauce I'm obsessed with. I eat them almost every morning. This is the jalapeno queso. Just buy them at Weight Watchers. If you don't go in store, you can get them online. 1 pack is 1 point, so you could do, now I have not looked this up, but you could even do a half a pack. Probably no points, but don't quote me on that. But you could figure it out where it's 0 points and spray some on the bean burrito also. Excuse me, coarse today. And then this I get at Trader Joe's. It is amazing. You can have 5 tablespoons for 1 point. It's so good. It's queso cheese dip. It's like my summer go-to when we're camping. It's a little thin, it's on the thin side, but in these burritos it's really good too. This adds points, I'm sure this adds points, but if you have the points to spare, then go for it. I'm just gonna make my classic burritos today because I'm just kind of in the mood for just my classic burritos. You could also kind of adapt this for dinners and do this and then add some like tomatoes and do some non-fat Greek yogurt and lettuce and make it one of those, what do they call it, like Supremes or something. You could do that. So I usually get the small can of the beans. I got the big can this time because I can't tell if it's going. Yep. We'll let that go for a second. I don't know if you can hear me over that. Almost done. Okay. So, like I said, I usually get the smaller can of beans. I got the bigger can this time because I had a viewer on my original bean burrito video where it wasn't just the bean burritos though. And she asked me, I am a hot mess today, sorry. She asked me if I'd ever froze the bean burritos. Christine Richard, I believe her name was. And I never even thought about freezing the burritos. So I said, no, I haven't froze them or freezed them, whichever it is. Why don't you try it for me and let me know how it is, how it works. Sure enough, a couple days later, she was like, it works perfectly. So, genius. I now make 16 burritos. You can even make more if you have the room. Pre-make them all. I roll them up, which I'm going to show you how to do real quick. I throw them in the freezer. So when I went to Hawaii, before I went to Hawaii a week before, I made 16 burritos. So when I came back from Hawaii, I didn't have to go through all of this. Makes it super fast. The best trick is pull it out the night before, throw it in your fridge, it will defrost and just heat it up. So I like to heat these up for 30 to 45 seconds to melt the cheese. That's ideal for me. Again, you can eat these, this hair is driving me crazy, I'm sorry. You can eat these cold too if you're in desperate times. All right, so big can so we can get a lot busted out here. And because I freeze them, I'll make a little assembly line. This is kind of like my egg sandwiches. As you can tell, I like to do things, oh man, I can rip it correctly. I like to do things that will eventually save me time. You know, if I'm gonna go through the energy of doing all of this, I might as well try to save time later. So I just take out the pack. Now, these tortillas, I told you I buy a bunch and then I freeze them. They freeze really, really well, and they actually defrost really well. So I pull them out of the freezer. Like I pulled these out of the freezer about an hour ago and they're totally pliable. If you forget to pull them out of the freezer, when you take them out, you take the whole pack out and then just throw them in the microwave for a few seconds and they'll come out. And they're just super pliable. So they freeze well. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you one burrito to save time. I don't think y'all really wanna watch me make 16 burritos. All right, so while I'm doing this, I would highly recommend, if you like the food that I make in these videos and you like me, I don't annoy you too much, download Instagram. I know some of you are like technologically inept, which I am too, believe it or not. So download Instagram because I post on that every day. It's so much easier. I just take a picture of my food and then I post all of the different food that I eat and the point values. I posted my lunch today on there. So when you download Instagram, you're gonna look for me. WWSTACYC. So Weight Watchers Stacy C is what you're gonna look for. WWSTACYC. And then just follow me, and then that way you get to see the food that I post there practically every day. So the first thing to go down is your beans. If you put these on last, they're kind of hard because you got to get them kind of off the spatula, okay? Now, in freestyle, beans are 0 points. I used to make these and beans were 1 point, for a quarter of a cup. So I would do a quarter of a cup. I don't need to measure because they're 0 points. So I just plop some on. I mean, there's no rhyme, reason, or method to my madness. Now the trick here is you kind of want to leave, everyone always asks me how I wrap my burritos. You kind of want to leave one end a little bit, I guess, plain, bland, right? Leave this end bland, okay? So you do that. I'm gonna do my hot sauce right over, maybe. Oh my goodness. I told you, I'm not feeling well. I don't have that much strength. There we go. Okay, then you got your hot sauce right there in the middle, however much you want. This whole bottle is 0 points, so it's really however much you want. Right there in the middle. And then I'm gonna do both cheeses. I don't measure it because I do know I've measured it when I first started and I'm not gonna use enough to make 1 point. So don't yell at me for not measuring my cheese. I know my cheese. That is it. My classic burrito is done. This is 1 point and it's only for the tortilla. Now I can still do this and then I could add some of that queso on the top, figure out how much 0 points is, or do 1 point worth and you can add it to these flavors. So kind of be creative, do your own thing, but this is the classic Stacy burrito. Okay, then I take it and I put it in the corner, kind of like you're wrapping a gift. Put it in the corner of the paper towel. Now this is my side that doesn't have a lot on it, okay? I'm gonna roll it over, hope you can see this, and then I'm going to fold this end. Then I'm gonna hold it with my finger and I'm gonna roll it one more time so that end is tucked in. I could eat this right now. See how it's a nice little burrito. So now I'm on the corner of the burrito, a corner of the paper towel, and now I just roll it And then if I'm about halfway, I fold the paper towel in on both ends and I roll it. And that prevents it from squishing out the side. And then I use quart-sized baggies because they seem to fit the best. That, my friends, is my 1-point snack. Lunch, dinner if you're in a rush. And then I put these all in a big baggie and I throw them in the freezer. So, to recap, this is my bean burrito video. No, I don't have a recipe to write down and show you. Watch the video and write it down. You've kind of got to get creative too on however you want to make it. And follow me on Instagram for more frequent updates on food. My dog is asking to go out again. Buster, you want to say hello to everybody? There you are. Say hello. Good boy. All right, well, Buster and I are out. We will see you in a week, probably. Say bye. Bye. All right. Bye, everybody.